Yo, this is Ek, and welcome to another episode of tEKKersbreakdown. Breakdown. In this episode, I'm going to go over football in Los Angeles, and then go into my favorite club, Los Angeles FC. I hope you like this one. Pro soccer in the United States starts with the NASL,
the North American Soccer League.
Yes, 1967, a major turning point. Two pro leagues actually started at the same time. United Soccer Association, USA.
NPSL.
National Professional Soccer League.
Los Angeles, in typical Hollywood fashion, rolls out with two teams. Los Angeles Wolves, where they imported English team Wolverhampton Wanderers to Los Angeles.
Wait, the actual Wolves team?
The actual team, yeah. And in the NPSL, LA had the Los Angeles Toros.
Los Angeles Wolves actually winning the championship.
The real Wolverhampton squad were way more successful. The Toros, on the other hand, they struggled, finished last in their division, attendance was much lower.
The two leagues eventually merge into the NASL. The new LA Wolves didn't have as great of a season as the original ones.
Had just a middling season. And then, the NASL actually folded after that first combined season.
Los Angeles Wolves, 1967 USA champions.
To all the Wolves fans out there, will never die.
The NPSL sets a foundation for other soccer teams in Los Angeles, eventually coming with the Los Angeles Aztecs.
And then came some really big names, global stars that brought even more attention, right?
It was Elton John that was an owner of the team. He understood football being from across the pond.
Elton John had a vision of Los Angeles soccer. But sometimes it's hard for people to understand the view of the Rocket Man.
In 1976, following the NASL trend of signing international stars, the Aztecs signed George Best.
To have a great like George Best is absolutely amazing. Where to many British people, they called him another Beatle. This man came over and would score amazing goals for the Los Angeles Aztecs team, playing at a time when Pele was in the league.
Really unique and interesting personality on and off the pitch.
It was nice to go there and be in at the start of something. It was really exciting. The Americans, when they put their mind to it, are the best in the world at presenting anything. And I was in on the ground floor, and it was big crowds, the organisation. The razzmatazz was a little bit difficult to get used to, but that's the American ways.
It cracks me up every time I hear the razzmatazz, because that's how we are in the United States. Always needing a halftime show or an all-star game or weekend. And it's amazing to see the LA Aztecs set up something great for the rest of the soccer teams to come along. It's absolutely insane. Elton John behind it. They decide to let go of George Best and bring in Johan Cruyff, an absolute legend of the soccer game, going to Barcelona, becoming an amazing coach, someone that was known for championing the name of total football, where everyone could play any position on the pitch. And doing moves like this that made him famous, the Cruyff term, pivoting around his standing leg. You see how it throws off his defender like he was going to shoot or pass, and turning, lays in an assist that only a legend can make. I don't care who you are, but this would be a highlight today no matter what. Breaking two people's ankles into each other right before the goal. Cruyff playing in Los Angeles, and it was a great moment.
By 1981, the NASL was in a serious crisis.
In many things, the NASL was leading in bringing soccer into the United States, bringing stars like Pele, and now we have MLS following the same formula later on while signing Messi. Major League Soccer comes onto the scene in 1996 to bringing football back to Los Angeles.
And it was clear from day one, LA would get a charter franchise, given its size, fan base, event experience.
When I was growing up, what LA Galaxy meant to me was European, British legend David Beckham playing with Landon Donovan and scoring absolutely amazing goals, sinking them in, and reminding everyone that they were one of the best teams that LA would ever see.
2007, another landmark signing for the Galaxy and for MLS overall, David Beckham arrives.
Beckham, that had to be a massive moment for LA soccer all over again.
Oh, it was transformative.
The moment when David Beckham arrived, I was a kid, and it was amazing. I remember hearing about it just as a little kid that played football and being so excited to have such a talent in Los Angeles. Bringing in European stars and homegrown talents. This team became a reason why I became passionate about soccer. Landon Donovan and Beckham working together to put in some absolutely amazing goals and play a beautiful game out there and bring Jogo Bonito to the City of Angels. The moment David Beckham came, I remember hearing about it as a kid and being excited. A wizard with the ball at his feet. The man himself, there to curve it in like Beckham. LA Galaxy became a flagship team within Los Angeles, making a name for themselves and winning many championships along the way.
Let's not forget Landon Donovan and all the work he put in. If Beckham was Batman, then Landon Donovan was his Robin.
But he could still score an amazing goal.
Getting in there, finding assists.
Cuts the pass in, not selfish. There, young Landon Donovan sinks in a beautiful one. David Beckham and Landon Donovan had an amazing career in LA Galaxy. Beckham and Landon Donovan, a brothership on the soccer field, and they did something truly special within Los Angeles.
2005, MLS expanded again in LA with Chivas USA. They also played at the Home Depot Center in Carson, shared with the Galaxy.
The Super Classico rivalry.
Exactly. The initial idea was to focus on Mexican-American players, attract fans tied to Mexican soccer culture. That vision didn't quite fully happen as planned. They kind of always played in the Galaxy's shadow.
Part of ownership from Liga MX's team, Chivas de Guadalajara. At the end of the day, I think the relationship to the team should always be the community around it. And I don't think they had that. And I think that's why the Chivas struggled here. This team, that fan base, showed that it was possible to have two Los Angeles soccer teams. Set up the foundation with the Super Clásicos, building the way for Los Angeles Football Club. We came in with a passionate fan base, getting announced in 2014, the inaugural season being 2018, taking over the area of Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena. This team is closer to where I know in LA.
Soccer-only stadium with a view of downtown is a crazy dream, and now it's happening.
People now can live and work and come to enjoy a great soccer game and soccer team right in their own community.
Welcome to the home of Los Angeles.
The 3252, absolutely electric inside the stadium, jumping for LA Football Club. One of the most amazing things is seeing the Falcons take off at the beginning of the game. You have Ollie, Fig, there's a Falcon as well. Watching the Falcon come in, you see Magic taking one off. Ollie just stand on the Sounders right before a game always gets me. Talking about the roster cards, they come out with some of the nicest graphics I've seen on them, and there you can see Carlos Vela being on it, the best 11, the greatest season ever with the 2019 Gold Boot. He came from Real Sociedad in La Liga, coming here and putting on historic performances within the MLS. Coming from East LA in El Tráfico to the stadium is a perfect name between a rivalry between LA Galaxy and LAFC. A game that went down in history books where Carlos Vela battled Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the man that described himself as a Ferrari in a sea of Fiats, playing here in the MLS. He's a legend, and he was always willing to let you know. He was cocky, and he made sure everyone knew that he had the greatness to back up all his talk. Ibrahimovic had arrived in LA. Hat-trick by Zlatan Ibrahimovic in an El Tráfico is both beautiful to see and heartbreaking to see as an LAFC fan. But Carlos Vela wasn't going to go out without a fight, but it would not be enough. Ibrahimovic, for that night, was the king of LA. LAFC would get their revenge. My favorite matches in El Tráfico, MLS's back tournament. It was a moment during COVID. I wasn't able to watch many soccer games, and watching this game here just made things feel normal for a second. Diego Rossi really making a mark and showing that at the moment he was the man for LAFC. It was his team. Carlos Vela not being able to make it to the tournament. And Diego Rossi stepping up for LAFC. In the MLS's back tournament, Rossi turned into someone else, going off in this game. The team is already up 4-2. An absolute beautiful shot, making it 5-2. And Rossi sinks another, making it 6-2. Amazing to see during a tough time. LAFC, a club with some amazing tifos, referencing Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and then DBZ and anime. The day of the championship, hugging the right wing, you got Vela, LAFC's talismanic player, the man that can make magic happen. Our striker, Chicho Arango, having an amazing season, showing he's one of the most talented strikers in all of MLS. Denny Buwanga on the left. Coming into this game, he hadn't had such star performances, but later on would become the offense of LAFC. Acosta in the middle of the park, a good midfielder that can control the ball, slow the pace, and give out good passes. Ilie, defensive workhorse in the middle of the park. Cifuentes, midfielder that has really picked it up, bagging several assists. Diego Palacios, left back, quick and pacey, good at passing. Ebiaga and Murillo down the middle, both were two strong center back. In the right back position, we have Hollingshead, great right back that can run up the pitch and many times put himself in an area where he's challenging for a goal. There are some days where he just pulls one out. Maxime Crepeau, the LAFC goalkeeper, in great form, getting ready to play with the Canadian national team, ready to make a name for himself. Blake at the back for Philadelphia Union, amazing season as a goalkeeper. Elliott, a man in this match that would step up. Acosta unleashes one. Madness, everyone knowing that we are that much closer to the MLS Cup. An intense game where the passion is running high. Even Carlos Vela slamming the floor knowing what this game means, and there's Justin Bieber knowing it too. Murillo coming in clutch, putting a header on target. Elliott equalizing it and doing the same. Carlos Vela will step off for Gareth Bale, a man that was able to pull off miracles for Real Madrid, and there was hope that maybe with Bale the same could happen for LAFC. A magic moment, a moment in time.
An uncontested header. 4 up in the box right now for the Union.
A tense game, consistently going back and forth. The whole time the 32-52 are chanting, knowing that this is our chance. This is the moment for LAFC to win their first MLS Cup.
First to react to the loose ball. Burke is going to chase here.
Murillo, a bad pass. Tough challenge from Crepeau, sending him down with a horrible leg injury.
And as soon as I see it, I know I'm finished. I come up, I see my leg.
The ultimate sacrifice, Crepeau putting his body on the line for the team and showing what it means to be a true competitor.
I think everyone forgets that that's technically it's a red card, which means we're down a man.
Wagner does just that. It's knocked down.
Everyone putting in a shift. Bale putting a header on, putting on a defensive effort, clearing it again.
Into the middle. Bale a second time. Ledges resets it wide. Finds no for Wagner.
Not enough to stop Jack Elliott. Insane goal last minute. Union up at the end, but Bale always believed.
So I was just trying to position myself in the box to be ready for a cross, to be ready for an opportunity to have a shot.
He had done it with Madrid, and he did it here in the City of Angels. An experience that I've only been described with absolute joy. Moments of pure bliss, people hugging next to each other. I'll never forget that moment.
Penalties are a necessary evil of the game, right? Like, nobody wants a game to get decided by penalties, but also you kind of do, because the excitement of something like penalties is
roller coaster of emotions, not knowing what's gonna happen. Buanga sinking a shot, drilling one home. McCarthy coming in for Crepeau and putting on an absolute performance. Standing big in the moment. See Hollingshead drill one.
I think of PKs in one way. There's no pressure for me.
McCarthy did not feel the pressure as he blocks 2 of Philadelphia's shots and penalties. Ilya with the chance for LAFC to win it all, knowing that he could put LAFC as champions in the history books. The MLS Cup was theirs. LAFC had done it, cementing their legacy within Los Angeles football. A trophy to their name, a beautiful team with a beautiful culture, champions of MLS, and brought a cup to the city that would always be remembered with a legendary final. They went 3-3 to penalties, ending the game with a sha-la-la chant. They brought the MLS Cup to Los Angeles. Carlos Vela, thank you for bringing the trophy home. Alright everyone, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching the video. Also making this, I learned about some of the crazy history of LA and I did appreciate it. LAFC during this time mentioned that Steve Cherundolo would be stepping down at the end of the season. So really is a moment in time for Los Angeles Football Club and the end of a generation here. An interesting history they have here and I'm excited to see the club move forward and jump for LA Football Club.